Good morning. Here we are back together for another cup of coffee and a positive word in the morning to start you off on the right day. I have a confession to make. I overslept a little bit today, and I got up and hurried up to get ready for today. And boy, we're talking about energy awareness today, right? Being aware, raising your energy through kind of being aware of your energy, right? And this was a nice little lesson because jumping up and getting ready quickly, my energy, myself was a little discombobulated, and I started the show. Before I started, I just felt kind of small, and so I jumped up and I did a couple of jumping jacks and yelled some affirmations out loud to pump up my energy because I'm aware that the energy I bring to this show is everything, right? Everything is, if I just sat and talked about how I felt or told you about energy, I don't think it would have the same effect. And so we have to work on that energy. Now you know what I'm talking about. You walk into a room and with other people, and the room has maybe a temperature, right? A collective energy. The energy of the room is one thing. Or you walk up to someone and you immediately lean in because they have something that is charging and positive and you want it. Or the opposite. Have you ever been around someone where you just kind of lean back, something going on there, I just don't want any part of that. Now some of us are more sensitive to the emotions of others, right? Some of us are actually, and I'm in this group myself, some of us are actually like a sponge, right? We are a little too receptive to the energy that's going on around us. And if we're not aware, and again, back to talking about awareness, if we're not aware of this, that energy can impact us. It can bring us down. It can take us on a sidetrack. It can do things that we didn't intend to do. So what we want to talk about is just being aware. Being aware of what's going on in the room. Being aware of how you feel. Energy awareness is, or energy management, is just understanding that you are a super powerful reactor. You are a little powerful electricity producer, right? If you think of yourself we think of ourselves of all of the currents and our meridians and all of the wonderful stuff going on in our systems and our parasympathetic, sympathetic, and sympathetic nervous systems and all that. And think of all of the messages that are moving through your system, jumping the synapses. Those messages are electricity. So when we think about it like a telegraph system, right? The buttons are being pushed, energy is being created, and it's being racing all around our body all the time. And we can forget that and just not even be aware of it. But to be aware of it is to understand A, how it can impact you both positively and negatively, and B, how you can impact it and use it as a superpower. So each morning when I get up, well, not this morning, of course, because I overslept and I'm discombobulated, but most mornings when I get up, at some point in the morning, I do an energy management meditation. Does that sound a little hokey, a little woo-woo? It is. And I was a little skeptical at first of it, but I did it because a friend of mine assured me that I needed it. And it made a huge impact in my life. So I wanted to share it with you today. What I do is very simple. I sit down, close my eyes, relax. I like to do it, if you're lucky enough to have some place where you can have sun on your face, or even warmth on your face. For me, this is very, very helpful because I can relate energy to this warmth, right? So I lay outside of my deck on days when it's sunny, and I do a 5 minute sometimes I don't even make it 5 minutes, because honestly, 5 minutes is a long time for me to sit still. So, let's say more like 3 minutes is probably about how long it takes to get it done. Anyway, close my eyes and relax. Focus on my breathing. Do 5 to 10 really deep breaths. Then I imagine all the energy in my body is golden liquid, and it is all swirling, and I feel it moving through my body. And I feel it moved move in a direction that goes down, down through my legs, down through my feet. And this is really helpful if your feet are planted on the ground. They don't have to be. Sometimes it helps. But you're going to imagine this energy going past your feet into the ground, down, down into the ground, because you are grounded in the earth, right? The earth is, we're going to think about the inertness of the earth, right? We're going to stick our energy feelings way, way down there to get that stability, to help us have that stability of the earth. And when we've reached as far as we can reach, we're going to appreciate and be grateful for our connection to the earth. We're going to grab onto something down there in the underworld of the earth that our roots can, and our energy can hang on to, and then we're going to bring that energy back up our body. We're going to feel it moving through our feet, through our legs, through our groin, through our stomach, through our heart, up through your throat, your head. Boom! It explodes out the top of your head and goes up into the heavens as a bright, shiny gold light that connects you up to all the energy of God and the universe and all of the dimensions that are available to you to pull on. Now that's just the beginning to set my energy, right? To just touch base with the ground below me, the stability of earth, and God above me, the potential of the heavens. Then I see myself sitting in a pyramid of golden light, right? And I love myself, love the world. You can work out the words for yourself. Love myself, love the world, and yet feel protected from negative energies inside my pyramid. Inside my pyramid, I know that all my positive energy and all my positive thoughts are going to get out there and share with the world. But only other positive energy can come inside. Negative energy hits the walls. Can't come near me. Can't hurt me. Another thing I do when I'm feeling like I'm being bombarded by other people's energy is I put on my cone of positivity. I know this is goofy, right? I just imagine a little cone that comes down out of my head. It's, again, golden light that just comes and surrounds me. Again, it's sparkling with positivity and happiness. I hope you can feel it. But it doesn't. It's my protection. It doesn't let anything negative. It protects me from anything that might come my way. But again, I know that the positivity and the goodness can get out. So, is this goofy? These are little tricks I use to manage my energy, to manage my my empathetic tendencies. Another thing, I am very sensitive to bad news. I don't know how to describe it, but watching the news and there's a tragedy, anything involving small children, I can't abide watching torture or anything horrible on television because I'm so connected that, or I guess I feel so connected that it makes me cry. It haunts me. I use my things, but sometimes if I haven't protected myself, those things can get in. So this is why I protect against the negative energies. This is why I try to be aware of all the energies going on around me. And it might be helpful to you too. Now I know if you watch the show regularly, you've seen me cry. Because I'm a crier. I cry all the time. And this is part of my emotions on my sleeve. Just who I am. Not everybody's like this. But I cry easily. I cry when I talk about things that are important to me. I cry, okay, American Idol. I love the American Idol. And The Voice. I cry all the time at watching these young people earnestly pursuing their dreams. Those kinds of things can make me cry as much as a sad story. That's okay. I'm okay with the overflowings of emotions. But I do, like I said, I do feel the need to be aware and to protect myself and to make sure, this is important too, I'm always using my energy for good and not for evil. Sometimes I forget. Sometimes I forget how much power there is in a stare, in a statement, in an emotion that takes on energy of its own. And so it's not just you turn and say to someone, but can you imagine the ferociousness of you, that unbidden emotion that has come to head, and that in an energetic form is coming out of you and onto them, right? It's more than just those not so nice words. We're exchanging energy all the time. So, one of the things that people talk about are our auras, right? An aura is, some people believe that you can actually see the energies of your body. And these are the energies of your organs, of your spirit, all the different energies on the outside. Our physical body mainly consists of millions of cells, each of which is vibrating at a slow rate and giving off a certain amount of energy. All right, so here we are, an energetic being. Surrounding this physical body is another lighter and finer body of energy that vibrates at a greater rate than those of our cells. And this constitutes our aura. This, simply explained, is our aura, is our physical body, is what our aura to our physical body is what the atmosphere is to the earth. That's a pretty good analogy, right? They're not separate, they're connected, they impact each other. One you can see, one kind of out there in the ether, right? The aura can be defined as a field of energy or light that surrounds every physical body on this planet. So we all have auras. Rocks, people, dogs, we all have them. Each and every individual on the earth has an aura that comes in various colors called the spiritual colors of the aura. These colors are based on the state of the aura. Auras are capable of showing disease, lack of health, balance in an individual, and can be considered a mirror that reveals our present mental, physical, and spiritual state. Wow. Well, like I said, this is a little woo-woo. This is a little out there, but I am a big believer in the things we can't see doesn't make them not real, right? I don't know how a TV works, but I enjoy watching my favorite shows. So the same thing about energy. I don't have all the explanations about how this works, but I know from my life and from the things I've done that we can indeed direct our energy and that we can master it and use it to live a happy life. Energy is motion. Everything's in motion. When things move around each other, that's called kinetic energy. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion. Everything else called potential energy. It's the energy of maybe. It's the energy of could be, right? It's the energy of gonna happen someday. But kinetic energy, that's happening. That's happening right now. And that's the energy we're talking about. We are creating that kinetic energy as our molecules are vibrating, as that vibrating is taking on its own physical essence around our body to reveal kind of what's going on, right? Now, we all emit energy, and some claim that energy is kind of layered around us, right? Because the aura is not just one light; it's layers of colors, and they each represent different things. We're not going to go into I'm not doing a complete aura lesson here. I just wanted to talk about the idea that we have them and what to do with them, right? Now, because like I said, we all know some people just make you feel relaxed. It's their aura, their energy around them is influencing you without anything else going on. Ancient medical systems believe that this energy actually has 7 layers. It's correlated to our physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional health, and that these layers interact with each other. And different colors are more visible at different times, depending kind of on what's going on with us. You know, just every day you don't have an even set of everything's not moving at the same time all the time, right? Some days you're really happy. Some days you're kind of depressed. Some days you're thinking about business. So whatever's going on is going to be reflected in those colors. So now today they have these fancy smancy biometric cameras that actually can see, measure, and display the colors of your aura. I've had it done. Pretty exciting and interesting things. But the truth is, anyone can read an aura. It takes a little practice. It's just like anything. You got to see something that you've never seen before, right? So one suggestion is to start by using a mirror and standing against a white wall with a white background on you. Concentrate on well, I have to move my bag straight. Concentrate on a spot right in the middle of your forehead. All right. Now, without moving your eyes, you're still looking at that spot on your forehead. Check out the perimeter of your body, of your head and your shoulders. You may see a color. That color is your aura. Stare at it for at least a minute. Another way to do it is to try just staring at your hand. I've heard this. Just try staring at your hand. Stare at your hand for at least 1 minute long, right? And pretty soon you see a glow radiating from your hand. Okay, I tried both these methods. I tried them last night as I was getting ready for it this morning, and I will tell you, I had some success. I could see a glow. It looked grayish. I was looking for colors. It looked very gray. I am sure that this is, like anything, takes practice. Maybe takes a little more lessons. Looking forward to seeing my aura. I'd like to know what colors I'm projecting into the universe. I hope they're bright and sparkly. I want them to be bright and sparkly. I plan on them being bright and sparkly. Can I control that? Oh, I don't know. That's what this experiment's all about, right? Now, some people like to talk about our chakras. All right, because the chakras are also associated with colors, and these are the 7 energy centers that align our spine, that our root chakra to our the base, right? Our base and security, our sacral chakra, orange. That's where our creativity comes from. Our solar plexus, yellow, strength, determination. Our heart chakra is green, love, compassion. The throat chakra is blue, communications, expression. Third eye is indigo. That's our ability, our intuition, our ability to see past our 5 senses, or see with more than our 5 senses. And then, of course, the crown, purple or sometimes white, our connection to the divine, our connection to the world bigger than what we see, our connection to the other dimensions. Anyway, love the chakras. We'll talk about them another day. But I was really interested. So how do these work together? I got chakras. I got auras. What does that mean? And so here's what I found out. The difference between auras and chakras. Auras can change colors with our mood and our intent. They are a reflection of what's going on with us right now. If we're having health issues, those are reflected, right? The chakra colors are more deeply anchored, and they remain pretty constant. Only a major life event can change the color of one's chakras. Another thing is chakras are on the outside. Physically see them. Auras on the outside. Chakras on the inside. A little lesson about the chakras. Anyway, that is our lesson for today about the chakras. Oh, the different colors of your aura. Let's talk real quick. I go through the quote. If you are lucky enough to see the colors of your aura, if you see what you see gray, I saw gray, can show skepticism and uncertainty about others, or maybe it was skepticism and uncertainty about seeing the chakras. I don't know. I definitely had skepticism and uncertainty. Brown often denotes a selfish persona. Black, dark energy, pessimistic and unkind. Well, this is not fun. Red, passions run high with those who have a red aura as they live by their desires and emotions. Creativity is the key for those who have an orange aura. Their artistry brings peace. Those with yellow auras are high energy and exude optimism. Hoping I have a yellow aura. I gotta work on that. Green auras mark as grounded, hardworking person, nut-loving nature. And blue auras are emotionally sensitive and self-expressive. Indigo denotes a wise person with an old soul. And violet is spiritual awareness, psychic sentiments, and psychic sentiments. Of course, you may see blended shades of the colors above. The ones listed are the most popular. You could have more than one color present in your field too, and this is called a rainbow aura. Well, that is the show for today. So, the auras are fun, and I'm going to work on seeing mine, but the real thing I want to leave you with is be aware of your energy. We talked in an earlier show, and you know what? There's lots of ways to lift up your energy. When you're aware and you notice it's low, first of all, it immediately rises. Wilson's Law. Those things that are watched improve. So it's just by being aware, you increase your energy and you increase the positivity of your energy just by being aware of it. And then beyond that, when it's low, you can do things to move it. Raise your vibration, raise your energy, exercise, meditate, be grateful. Go for a nature walk, hug a tree, sing a song, gargle. Always to raise your vibration, which in turn raise your positivity, which in turn raises the messages that you're sending, the silent, energetic messages that you're sending to everyone that you meet. So, I leave you with, you can be the one who brings the fight or be the one who brings the light. Be the smile that can be counted on. Be grateful for all you've had and done. Kind in every word and deed. Be the one to take the lead, to fill the kindness deficit each day and every chance you get. There's more of us than you can know, and our superpower is to let it show. Together we can change the whole world view. Let's begin today with me and you. Yep, that's an excerpt from one of the poems in my book, The Queen of Happiness. Lift your mood, cheer you up in less than 5 minutes. Wonderful hanging out with you today. I hope I see you tomorrow. Make it a happy day.